Good afternoon, everybody. I'm here at my neighbor's house. He watches our dog when we go to the market on Saturday, and he asked me to sharpen his fillet knife. I've already sharpened this. I'm just here set to show you some things you have to worry about when you do a fillet knife. One of the things you have to worry about is the tip is very flexible, and if you put too much pressure on, you're going to lose your bevel or your angle. So, I'm just going to show you this. I'm just setting my jig up. It's 15 degrees. I'll double check it. Yep, 15 degrees. That's my bevel checker. I'll put this in here like so, and now what I'll do is I will flex the tip in the jig to see how much flex. I don't want it like this because look at this flex. So we're going to bring it back. Yeah, that little bit of flex is acceptable. Okay, so I'm going to turn my gauge on. I'm going to zero out my jig. Alright, I'll put this in the middle, set this on it, and we want 15 degrees. Alright, I gotta adjust my stop. $15 degrees. Right about, that's a little bit more, but that'll be fine. Take this off so I don't drop it. I've done that too many times already. And like I said, I've already sharpened this knife. I'm just going through. This is like an afterthought, whereby I forgot to show you how much pressure I'm putting on it. So I'm going to loosen my jig up. Normally I would put like 10 passes on it, so I would do one. And if you notice, I'm going to do another one just at the tip. And notice I'm not doing this. It's not flexing. 2. I'm just going to put 3 on here. Because like I said, I've already done it. This is more just showing you the flex part. And just be careful when you turn these things. Once you get an edge on them, they will cut you. See how this is flexing? It's just a gentle pull. Alright, so that's kind of like what a fillet knife is. And as I was doing this, my neighbor Bill, his name is, you'll see him in a minute, decided he was going to bring out a microscope. And he wants to see my bevel under a microscope to see how accurate I am and see how even the bevel is. So he's going to go get his microscope, bring it out. I'm going to move the camera around, and we're going to watch Bill look at this knife under a microscope, and we'll see what he says. I have no idea what's going to happen. Be right back. All right, so I'm going to move the camera. Bill's going to be coming by with his microscope in a few minutes, and we're going to set it up right here on the table and see what the microscope says. Here comes Bill. There's his microscope. Going to turn a light on for him. I'll hand the blade to Bill, and he will do what he does, and he will talk and tell you what it's all about.
We're going to check this, see if the angle's right, and see if there's any burrs on it. That's what we're looking for. Make sure it's real sharp.
So as Bill said, he's just looking to make sure there's no burrs. and that my bevel or my angle is the same on both sides of the knife's edge.
The angle is perfect, and it looks really sharp.
This is, I mean, when Bill said he wanted to do this, I was shocked because I had no idea that he was even going to bring out a microscope. But it's a proof of concept for me. I had to find my bevel finder. I had to find a tool to zero out my jig and then set my jig up to the proper degree or bevel of the blade. So I'll get a piece of paper real quick. We'll do the paper test, and you can see how sharp this fillet knife really is. And be putting more videos up. The next one I'll probably put up will be a video on how I sharpen serrated edges, and then I'll follow probably with a garden tool. And if anybody has any other suggestions or a tool they would like me to try and sharpen if I've never done it before, please leave it in the comments. Please subscribe. Bill's still looking.
It looks super sharp.
Well, let's find out. Here's the paper trick.
That's good. Can get no better than that.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Be back next week. Bye-bye.